There it goes. Okay. Um. There we go. Alright, let's see if this volume works. There it goes. Okay. Looks to be working. All the stuff. Sweet. Okay. I hope no audio glitches appear. Looks to. Alright. Welcome everyone. Welcome. In this video, well, kind of live stream, I'm gonna be trying to learn it with you guys, you know? Yeah, I've been data packing for a couple of years, around there, and I just found out that, while I was using Minecraft to build, it has very large limitations that, makes data packing kind of difficult. One of those limitations was like the limited amount of JSON framework, especially around new JSON items like paintings. Oh yeah, we'll get back to that real quick. Other than that, yeah. So it is more of a coding live stream, but hey, if you like coding and you want to learn a little bit more about how to make advanced type of data packs, stick around till the end. You probably like what is being built here. Okay, so I'm currently making a data pack. You can see we're in the 1.21.10 snapshot, and you can kind of see here experimenting with some new stuff. Like, oh my god, look at this wax oxidized. I don't know. Copper bars. They're new. They're fresh. They look good. Look at that. Like kind of like a city block plan. But yeah. Anyways, that's 0, 0 of the world. Well, that's not 0, 0, but that's 0, 0, negative 60. And then, yeah. I think, oh, we should have some music going on. There we go. A little too loud. There we go. Okay. Sweet. I think, yeah, that'll work for now. Okay, so you might have seen on the title, we have cool little particle effects. Ooh, this is what I'm gonna be mostly working with right now. I'm gonna try and work with Minecraft particles, and I'm making a library for this type of stuff, so it's easy to implement for people who use Bolt/Beat tools, pretty much. You can kind of see it. It's a little interesting. This uses Python. Python's gonna be a big player in this. You can kind of see, bam, bam, bam. Yeah, Python stuff. I'm also gonna be committing this to GitHub too. So yeah. I'll be right back real quick. Hold on. Okay. Oh, also, um, sorry, I was AFK for a sec. Um, happy Christmas Eve. It's gonna be pretty nice. Lots of snow out this year. So, yeah. Anyways, so you can kind of see these circles here. It's kind of interesting. I've learned more about Minecraft beat and bolt files than probably the general public would know. I don't know. There's some pretty crazy people who make some even crazier stuff. Especially like outside of beat and bolt. Like I talked to this one person who made bolt raycast library, which is kind of interesting. It's VDV man. Yeah. So they definitely showed me some stuff. So yeah, well, let's get to the coding. You can see I'm importing from particle lib, plib for short, import particle library, but I can call this whatever I want. And then particle library with little marks, we have particles. Oh yeah, also, extensions, we're using Aegis here. That's where you can get those nice little line indents and then, has a nice little color. We got syntax.mc function, all the Python stuff, and then we aren't using spyglass because it flags, lots of stuff. Look at that. That's a whole command generated here. So yeah, messing around with like seeing. This is the first time when I found out that I could import stuff from other files. I wrote a little simple config.bolt file, and then more important stuff like this. So we got line, which is particles.line. This is its own custom class, and .line is another class. So it's a class within a class, which is kind of weird. So yeah, that gets called on, and then I have those values. So you got x, y, and z, and then another x, y, and z, and then how many particles. So if we did this, let's just get rid of 1, 2, and 3. You can still have these without commenting them out. They won't show until you do a line that spawn particles. But that's only for some, because with planes, it's emit, and then you can have different emitters, which is kind of interesting. That's why I coded up and, used a little bit of GPT just to fix some bugs. Yeah. You can see, like circle, you got your XZ, the type of direction and axis it would go into. That was just a little experimentation. I think I like it like that. I don't know. I should probably make like a square and then have this too. So who knows? We got polygon mesh from points. So this is something I'm working on. It's kind of difficult right now because I take three-dimensional points, find their closest two neighbors, and then draw, or randomly pick a point, see if it interacts with one of these, and then draws it. But, it's a little difficult, a little hard. Particles, polygon mesh, we got rotated particles, or rotate particles, and that's why you see the circle there. So we can actually do line.spawn particles, and we can select the type of particle we want, like flame, and then we can set it to relative. We can have it to true, which means that this particle is relative to where it's executed at, and if it's false, then it's executed in the world position. So you can kind of see this line is XYZ, XYZ. Yeah. slash reload. And so you got a little particle, a little line. I think this one was, yeah, up and down, because I was testing rotation, yeah. We can set diagonal. It'll just be diagonal on one axis. Yep. Look at that. Pretty cool, pretty snazzy. My biggest implementation I'm thinking about is having markers, where I can have markers dynamically move in a way, and have like breakcast between 2 points, which would be kind of nice. Yeah. I don't know, I'll see about it. Because there would definitely be, was it like a use case for having raycast, that's what I was saying. For the bolt raycast library, I was thinking about maybe using that for the particle library, so I can raycast between 2 points, or at least, use some code from there. That would make it easier for, creating lines, but also lines don't use up any entities. So it's kind of like a trade. We can actually show off. I got these all set up here. We can emit 2 planes. So you can kind of see they're crossed. It's just a radius, because I don't feel like calculating all 4 points in a square to make it look pretty. This is just kind of to set it up so that, bam, that's a line, and then bam, that's another line. It's pretty easy to see, yeah. Maybe I could have done a higher density for particles, but who knows. Easier one would be emit circle, and then test one was emit score line. If I do slash reload, you kind of see the direction of which it's going, and then the circle one looks kind of snazzy, kind of cool. And then of course, because they're angled, you can also set the radius, how many particles and rods, because it's all set in the plane 3D, which is kind of nice, So yeah. And this is like, what, 4 lines max for a couple thousand lines of code, which is kind of nice. There is a rendering limit to how much or how far I can render particles though, which kind of sucks, but I think there's a chance to change that too. And you can even see that, like, bam, wait, that's the wrong command block. It was this, was it? Yeah. So you can see I can have like 2 particles in relative space, kinda. Actually, I got a command block closer than that. Yeah, we can have 2 command blocks. So yeah, that's the plane function. There's different types. I'm gonna think about adding more types of styles to the planes, I guess I would call it. Like, line's pretty simple. The circle one's pretty simple. I think the emit random one was my favorite, because I actually got to use random that. Yeah. Emit random. So yeah, that's pretty cool, pretty fun. And we can also mess with rotators. Rotators are actually kind of cool. That you have this rotator class and you can do the spawn particles, but then you have the rotation on the X, Y, and Z axis. It follows all standard format of having the X, Y, and Z coordinates. Although some aren't directly explicit, they always start with XYZ and then another XYZ. Oh yeah, you can also have decimals in there too. So you can have like point or precision point accuracy with floating point values. You can't have it directly on the particle count, although you can have it with direction and spatial positioning of it. Oh yeah, anyways, rotation. So we got line and we have a rotator. And in our little curly brackets we can feed it the line. So this will, if we do /reload here, we can get rid of this here. You can kind of see that this particle, actually we can increase the particle here. Let's do 15. Yeah. 15. Oh, hey Doom Striker. Welcome, welcome. Glad seeing you here. Just kind of talking about the library kind of creating. Yeah, so this is a different type of Datapack video, I think, or stream. But yeah. You know, I could actually make this much more. Wait, /particle. What particle should we do? Let's see here. Can't do following. Ooh, glow. Glow squid ink. Yeah, glow squid ink. Okay. That will be glow squid ink. Ooh, okay, so I'm creating a library. Ooh, that's a little too much. You know, I'll just do, yeah, dust. Let's just do dust. 0.5. So I am creating a library for Datapack commands. Ooh, that looks nice. It's a particle library, so I can create very complex particles and render them in Minecraft using cool types of. It's like a Datapack, but it allows for Python code too. So it would be called Bolt and Beat. So yeah, we have this little red line here, that's the rotated bit, and then this little fire thing is the original line. So you can rotate anything. Well, except for planes, because it's already built in. Like I said, ooh. If we actually do this, and we have this here, we can actually, yeah, this is the weird little polygon test I'm working on. You can kind of see it's building up to the edges here, which I don't like. And there's not really many particles here, so I'm gonna have to make sure that it all gets distributed equally. So yeah, let's hope for that. But yeah, that's the rotation mesh. Yeah, let's go to mesh. Cause what was it? Yeah, it was triangle. You can do square. Yeah, square. So this is what the would actually look like. It's kind of weird. I was just messing with how many points I could put. We could do triangle too. Triangle has kind of nice little, you know, triangles. You can kind of see one triangle there, another triangle there, and then a third triangle kind of there. But I need to work on the type of particles. I think if I if I put 2,000 particles. Oh yeah, now you can see that. Yeah, so you can kind of see the 3D rendering of this object. Yeah, pretty interesting. It's going to be useful for people to create whatever type of particles they want. Yeah, lightning bolt. Oh my god, wait, that's like exactly lightning bolt. Maybe I should make documentation for this. I probably should. But yeah, oh man, wait, now I gotta do it. Spawn particles. Instead of flame, we can have red, green, and blue. 1.0 slash reload. Yeah, that's kind of yellow. Maybe if I decrease this. Ho. Maybe I should like set it to 0.5 because that would be light yellow. Okay, I think we're getting farther from the point. Anyways, yeah. So that's the little library I'm working on. You could kind of see that you got like 3D rendering of the polygon here. You got your basics like line.3D, circle.3D, sphere.3D, and plane.3D. This is the plib I was talking about, where it just gathers all that stuff, puts it into a new class, and that class you can basically execute whatever you want. Oh yeah. Oh my god, I forgot about it. Rotated particles. So this is actually kind of cool, where I have the XYZ, but the XYZ itself is from the import, and then the pivot XYZ and RX and all that stuff is basically from the rotator RX or ZX. Yeah. So like I would have a square, rotate that, and then input it into. Actually, we could do a triangle. Yeah, let's rotate the triangle. Yeah, so rotate kind of like that. Any degrees of freedom, any type of rotation. Oh yeah. Kind of looks cool. Ho. I need to go more uniformly instead of doing random points like how it is being done, because there could be like holes. I'd probably do like a grid, and that grid I can probably fit, probably best fit method, which would be difficult to code, but it works. Like, come on. And there were so many errors with this first time around. I was like, oh my god. Oh, also, every single one has a kind of like a definition of spawn particles. That's because like spawn particles define. Wait, why do I have it twice here? Did I accidentally copy? My bad. I think I accidentally duplicated when I was trying to mess around with this. I mean, I should probably make another one. We're gonna make a new class. Let's call it Square 3D. And instead of this, we're gonna have, because we got circle, Line 3D, we probably need 4 points for a square. So we're gonna define underscore init underscore, and then we're gonna define the self. So that means it can call itself, and it would be a property of itself, and that's where you can get the self dot z1. That means that z1 is a unique property to this class, and each object created out of this class. It's kind of how I can have two planes with the same class, but just different symbols, and it would still be different, because, you know, they're two different objects. Mind blown! Eh? I don't know, I think I'm losing my mind off this stuff. Probably steal a bit of this as a point list, so that I can kinda I think ChatGPT could be faster too. Now I think about it. Darn ChatGPT taking my job before you even have a job. Define self dot. I'm just gonna define points. Score list. Self dot points. To be fair, I am not that good at coding too. Self dot points. I'm gonna set this equal to, because this is gonna be at the maximum amount. We're gonna have a minimum of 2 points. Or no, let's have a minimum of 4 points. Yeah, that should work. I wonder if see, spawn particles should always be the same. Spawn. I don't know, chat. Dude, I mean, ChatGPT is okay at coding. And Okay, wait. So I typed it in ChatGPT. Forgive me, but it's kind of interesting. Square that 3D. This is in it, which initializes it. Self.points list. That's kind of what I've been doing, except this point 4 max, which I guess that makes sense. Points list 4 max, and the length of the points list. Def distance. Yep. See, I always put this in ChatGPT, and like, bam, just fix the error. Damn. You know, I trust this code. That worked? Nope, that did not work. It's like vibe coding. I'm doing something. Ooh. Nah, I think if I understand it good enough, then, yeah. Generate self, class square. More error? Huh. Okay, so now we add that to square 3D. Let's just add this to the bottom here. Square 3D. And now we can hopefully, well, file save all. No bugs, no. Okay. So instead of having a square like that, we could do square 3D. 1, 2, 3, 4. These we don't need. Let's say 100 particles. So instead of this, we can just hashtag that out. And let's see. That is not a square. What the? Huh? Wait, did I accidentally do? Oh, I did the exact same point. Well, now we know. Okay, I guess it's kind of -6. Let's see. I don't think this is a square. Something tells me this is not a square. Instead of having something kind of little too weird, we are just gonna square, yeah. X, Y, Z. Okay. Size of 2, 4. Okay. We're kind of getting somewhere. Okay, so now with this, square the 3D, we can put that into a rotator. Why is that? Oh, yeah, because I gotta have a square instead of a square 3D. We can do a rotator, and instead of that, we can do 0. Actually, we can do 0, so that's the white. And then file, save all. And then flash reload. And then, ooh, look at that! It rotated square. Oh. Now I got a new class. We got a square class. That's kind of crazy. I wonder if we got all these here. If we can have like a function here, and then for I in range 2. Where this is not that 10 times I. And test max function. Damn, that's a lot of particles. We could probably decrease this to like 20 particles. Yeah, that's a lot better. Slash reload, and then oh yeah, I was executing at position. Test max. Okay. times 10. Let's just skip straight to 20. Damn, okay. It's kind of interesting. Can we do that for all the variables? Like, slash reload. Damn, we're creating something. Well, 360. That's a nice even number. Although this would be a lot of particles, and yep, that. I wonder how many particles. Oh. Okay, what if we just decrease that by 10, and instead of 360 we do, I don't know, 120? Yeah, but then it doesn't look too good. Okay, what if we add 30, but we change the scale to 0.87? Yeah. Slash reload. Yeah. Maybe instead of 120 we can just have 40. Ooh. Okay, what if we set that to 0? And set that one to 0. And now, oh. Oh. We got circle. Oh, circle. I love it. But now, what if, instead of this, we're just gonna comment this out. And we might as well just comment out this function. We have square. Square I. Can you do plus I? Like an iteration? No, I can't. But can I do I of sized? See, now this is what we're really thinking about. 1, 1, 1. Wait a minute. 30 particles, size of I. And then you can just blink, blink. Wonder if that works. Did that work or did that bug out? I don't know, let's find out. Dang, that's so cool. Yeah, I know. Isn't that cool? Oh my god, this is such a powerful tool. Oh yeah, wait, this could be plus I. Yes. So now it goes up. And it's a triangle. But now, instead of having like square, we could do rotator, and we can, instead of passing through that, we can just kind of steal the rotator from that. We can call this rotator 3 for now. And in that we can do square, and then we can rotate this I, and then 0, or wait, that's X. We need to rotate this on the Y plane. Yeah. 0. and then 5 times x. So then, a curvy! Yes! Curvy square thing. Oh, that's so cool. It's so fun too. And this is the power of, particle library, you know? And this might entice some people. Mm-hmm. Man, okay, wait. Can I do the, like, I value here too? And just kind of like have it, like, yeah, Dr. Seuss it. Yeah, and then we can do 5 times. And then, oh. Yeah! So it's like, page pop, I just go, and then it's like, bam, circle. It's like page, it's like coming out of a page, that's kind of cool. I mean, we can always have a circle where this is a circle. You got particle circle 3D, x, y. We could probably have that z, and we could just have that to I. 20 particles on the x, z particles. Yeah, so we're just gonna have, I think that would work. I know, it's so beautiful. That's so cool. Wait. Oh my god, wait. Okay. We need to have a lot more particles. We can have 10 times I. Let's see if that works. Oh, nice. Well, let's have this 30. I divided by 10. And then I equals 10. Yeah, right. Forgot. Divided by 10. And so we're not gonna multiply. I'll save all. Slash reload. Okay, much more, but that's kind of cool because swoop. I love it. I should probably have like Oh wait, can I have like a format string? Or like, I don't know, of I. Like, can I just print out I? Maybe not. Unless... What if we don't grow it? What if we set it to like 2? Or, no, that's, let's just set it to 30. And we can set this to 2. But now we have I. Slash reload. Oh, look at that. Can we like, I don't know, double the steps, divide that by 2. And then instead of that, we can have that by 2. Save out, slash reload. Yes, look at that. That's so pretty. Doom Striker, I think we made some modern art. And you know what? This is, I feel like this could be so easy to animate too. Like, just have it grow from base to point. Man, that's gonna be so fun. Wait, this gives me an idea. Because of our square, we can just instead of rotating on the z-axis, we can rotate on the y-axis. 2 times that, yeah. And then square, x by z, and then we can have this set to I. And that's gonna be 0, 0, 0. No, we have to set that to 1. File save all. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, exactly. Oh my god, that would be so cool to have like a waterfall and like, oh man, I was having so much fun. Yeah. Minus I. Minus I. Let's see what that does. Slash reload. Oh. Whoa, I can't. Whoa. Okay, wait, there's gotta be like a video setting. Simulation distance? Maybe that's it. Okay, I need to look up how to get more particles in render distance. Video settings. Particles all. You know, I have no clue. Think oh my god, I think there is there might be a way to get particles for render distance, but it's gonna be kind of difficult. So I'm just gonna divide that by I don't know, 5. Yeah. Divide by 5, divide by 5. So it's 5 times smaller, divide by 5. Yeah. Nice reload. There we go. Look at that. Oh, now it's like popping out. That's what I wish I could see. A little flickery, but you know, this should be fine. If you really want to make it pop out. Boop. Slash reload. Plus. There we go. Damn. Oh yeah. Man, this is kind of cool. You know, it'd be kind of cool if the particles like all this were to like, I don't know, change colors like from white to black or red to green. I think it might be a possibility. I mean, let's see here. Let's create a new thing. Let's call this not good with particle underscore simple doubled. Okay, let's think here. We're gonna perchance use dust particles. Where'd it go? From particle live particle simple self dot dust particle. Wait. Okay. I was thinking because we could totally do this. Okay. File save all. Let's see if it breaks. No. Oh. Today's our lucky day. Okay, so we're gonna render this before it all gets rendered. Around 60. Nose dust. Wait, did that actually work? Nope, that did not work. Oh man, what did that do? Yeah. Okay. Wait, is this seriously just dust I get? Wait, hold up. Nope. Okay, wait, hold up. Maybe we don't need this. Wait, what? Oh, save that. Okay, you can't concave, which sucks because, you know. Alright, let's see. Oh! Did it work? Damn! Wait, hold up. Damn! That's what I'm talking about. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Oh, it's so cool, too. It's like a smooth transition. That's beautiful. Okay, so dust to string. We're loading in dust. Yeah, actually, we can have it like. Right, 1.0 minus. And I wonder. Oh, it's so pretty. Oh my god, wait. Each step, it just keeps going on and on and on. Oh. Oh, yeah. Yep. We officially peaked in Minecraft. I wonder if I can use sign. Okay, that should be a simple change. And why did it stop working? Okay. Oh shoot, that's because what was it? Yeah, skill. Skill needs to be clamped to not 0, but rather we can't have that. Let's see if this works. Yep, that works. Okay. And now if we have like, I don't know, negative, ooh, that's scary. That is impossible color, and yeah, it clamps to 0. Man, this is so pretty. I wonder if we can have instead of that we'd have circle 3D. Circle and circle dot spawn particles. And it's gonna be dust. And it's gonna be true. I think that should be good. That isn't good. Oh yeah, because I have to do that to string. Okay, we don't want this. Well, there'll be one above. Move it then. Slash reload. Oh, look at that. And the amount plus I times 3. Slash reload. Damn. Oh yeah, we need an axis. I'm just gonna do 0.2 xz for now. Yeah. Slash reload. There we go. Now it's like a plate. That's so cool. And we can have multiple of these too. I don't know if it'll crash our game, but oh wait, not line test, test max. Okay, so it's tweaking out. instead we're gonna set at 1. /reload. And instead of times 3, times 2. There we go. Now I can kind of handle 2 particles. I mean, I am rendering like what? How many particles? Ooh, damn, a lot. So a lot of particles. It's like being ran every single time. So there is a hard limit to how many particles I can have. Which, I mean... Oh, hey! What's up, RocoDev? Yeah, this is Bolt. Welcome to the stream. And yes, you should totally join Bolt. It is like one of the best data pack software. I tried like MC build for a little bit, but like Bolt allows for Python and cool little management. Although it is a bit restrictive on how you use it. Especially with like, let's say, it can't concate strings weirdly. Like there's lots of little rules that don't make sense. Gonna have this, and I'm gonna have, yeah, let's do sphere. Then, oh yeah, that's already done. /reload. Oh wait, the sphere needs to be true. And then let's look at our sphere. Sphere here, we're gonna do 0, 0, 0. And instead of 2,000 particles, we're just gonna have a measly 200. /reload. And then instead of test max, we're gonna do line test. Ooh. Yeah, so Bolt is definitely a new meta, and I would recommend, you know. Oh damn, I didn't even know my mic went out. Oh, I'm so sorry, dude. I was going off and on about like, you know, is Bolt the new meta and stuff. Like, damn, my bad, tween. I don't know how long that was. Wow. Okay. Well, yes, RocoDev. The Bolt is like one of the best data packs you can. Well, data pack tools you can get. Instead of doing sphere, can I do circle? Can I have a 4i in range? Then can I have a dust? Actually, hold up. Circle. And then we can have a rotator of said circle. And rotator circle. Oh, okay, yeah. My bad. I didn't know if I was clipping out because my mic's kind of falling apart, you know? So, who knows? And I'm just gonna copy this. Actually, yeah, we're gonna copy this whole thing. I'm hoping. Line test. Hello. Is this a little too many? Yeah, that's a little too many. Let's just do 20. Oh yeah, I need a rotate object. Heyo. Hi. We're gonna have a 0. / reload. Donut. Actually, we are gonna have that 0 2. And I 360. You know, I'm gonna grab my calc because 360 divided by 20 is 18. 18 times. I should go around and yeah, look at it's so pretty. Wait, hold on. 0. And instead of particle size 2, we're gonna have it to 1. Oh. This is some crazy stuff. Man. Now I'm just kind of having fun with this. This is, pretty fun. I wonder if I should do like rotation on all axes. / reload. Oh yeah, because it's rotating on the center point of its origin. Yeah. Orb. I forget that rotating center doesn't really offer a good vantage point, but there it is. Oh, look at, that's so cool. It's like one of those little spiral lines. Spiral line art. Yeah. I don't know, what color are we feeling today? 0.0. And yeah. Oh, that's so pretty. Sine. Wait, can do math. Dot sine of I. We'll see if this works. It's so good. Wait, hold on. Can we do cosine? The exact opposite? And then can we... Oh, it's so pretty. Oh, there it is. Man. Okay. My mic keeps cutting out, man. I don't know how I feel about it. That's a pretty shade, though. I wonder if I should do it to 10 and to 10. if I do /reload, it should just kind of, ooh. What if I just let it do its own thing? Oh my, that's so cool. Wait, I'm taking a picture of that. Oh, damn. You know what? I think this is perfect time to end this stream. I think this is as peak as we can get our little library of particles going on right now. So, thanks for watching. If you want to see more of this, let me know. Thanks for sticking around till the end. Hopefully my mic doesn't cut out while I do this. If you have any questions, if you want to know where the datapack is, I'll send you a comment, I think, of the GitHub page. Yeah, other than that, thanks for watching. You should totally try out Bolt and Beat for making datapacks. It is incredibly powerful. Otherwise, have a good rest of your night. Bye bye and Merry Christmas.